For over 15 years, the Calgary Zoo has been practicing a different type of animal conservation in the West African country of Ghana. This type of conservation doesn't just help the area's largest resident, the hippopotamus. It also helps its human residents to live in peace with the hippo while helping the community prosper and develop. This type of conservation is called community-based conservation and is being practiced in the 17 villages surrounding the Wechiau Community Hippo Sanctuary. This model has a two-pronged approach. Build infrastructure such as schools, water wells, and solar lighting, as well as environmentally friendly self-sustaining enterprises while enforcing the protection of the hippo and its natural surroundings.
Over the years, what we've learned about doing conservation in poor countries is that for conservation to be successful, there needs to be an economic baseline. And basically, what we mean is that livelihoods for folks in those areas are linked to conservation. For example, water wells and boreholes, we ended up drilling a whole bunch of those in the communities around the Hippo Sanctuary because we found that people were walking through the protected area to access water. And instead of that, we now have a clean source of drinking water right in the village. They don't have to walk through the protected area. So it's a win for human health and it's a win for conservation.
The second part of the community conservation model is to build multiple eco-friendly businesses that are self-sustaining and give a portion of the revenue to protect the hippos.
So for the Hippo Sanctuary, we have one line of income generation, which is tourism. But that's not a surefire way of protecting the community against any maybe future disturbances or several years where tourism goes down, then it could threaten the hippo population and their survival. So if you have a second prong to that, the economic baseline gets stronger.
The second business that local Wechiau leaders have encouraged the Calgary Zoo to support is the production of shea butter. Shea nuts have been grown and harvested in the area by local women for centuries with no negative environmental impact and has a well-known global market. A sound business plan was developed that would, in time, see the building of an organic shea butter factory within the village of Wechiau to convert shea nuts into shea butter. Having the factory located in Wechiau would increase the value of the shea butter by employing organic processing methods, add jobs for men and ideally for women through a shea cooperative group, and support conservation management for the Hippo Sanctuary through the establishment of a conservation fund. Currently, through generous donations, Donna and the Calgary Zoo have completed phase 1 of a two-phase plan to construct the shea butter factory. This includes the foundations for the factory buildings and the completion of the storage warehouse that holds the shea nuts before being transported to an existing processing facility 8 hours away. Donna met with representatives from the Savannah Fruits Company, the corporation that purchases the shea nuts to make shea butter, speak about the benefits of having the shea factory in Wechiau.
Yeah, it really costs a lot to have the nuts transported from Wechiau to Tamale. For the truck you just saw being loaded, we are paying 1,600 Ghana cedis to have the truck transport the nuts from Wechiau to Tamale.
And that's only 320 sacks?
Yes.
And we've got to do that for all 4,000 of them, take all the nuts across to Tamale. Are there any other costs?
Yeah, there is more to pay. Because for the loading, the guys that are loading, we have to pay them. And then when the nuts also get to Tamale, we have to pay for offloading. And this will cost 1 cedi per bag for the loading and the offloading. Besides this, we also have to pay the Internal Revenue Service, not exportation fee.
So all of this loading, transporting, etc., we could be paying the people here in the butter price if we had a shea butter factory here. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that is it.
Moving the full shea butter production process to the Wechiau community is the last piece of the puzzle to see this community conservation effort become self-sustaining and have the greatest benefit to the people of Wechiau, especially its women residents.
If the factory is finished, they will put all the nuts in Wechiau and they will go and work to get the nuts processed into butter. And women in Wechiau will be employed to do that work. It will be a great thing, not even for her alone, but the entire community, and it will be a long-term facility for the next generation.
The Wechiau Community Hippo Sanctuary has a local management board comprised of chiefs, elders, and other elected representatives from the 17 villages. They are also very supportive of the plan for a Shea butter factory for Wechiau.
With the completion of the Shea factory, there is going to be a lot of jobs for both male and female. The revenue that will be got will help to sustain the management of the sanctuary and also to keep the whole sanctuary alive because of the organic practices that we are adapting to get shea nuts for savanna fruits. It means that there won't be any chemical use in the area, and that will continue to make the hippos live for a long time for people to continue to come and see.
Seeing the building of an organic shea butter factory would enable Donna to move on to other areas of Africa to implement the community-based conservation model where it is most needed. The Calgary Zoo will not be leaving Wechiau. They will continue to support a lifelong conservation partnership and give the people of Wechiau, both young and old, a future they can be proud of and a happy, content hippopotamus that can live in peace with a community that wants to share its diverse region with the world.